In this video, I will show you how to spend 4 to 5 days in Yosemite Valley. This valley is so expansive that I thought it would be cool if I show you around from a bird's eye point of view. In order to do that, I'm going to use 3D imageries from Google Earth to show you some key landmarks of Yosemite. Additionally, I will also show you how you can view this virtual tour on your own at the end of the video. So let's jump into it. Day 1. Arrival at the park. Give yourself plenty of time to enter the valley. It took us well over an hour from the park's entrance to get there. We coasted through windy roads, taking in nature. We went through a tunnel and were greeted with a view of the valley from the tunnel viewpoint. El Cap on the left, Cathedral Rocks on the right, and Half Dome in the back. We drove through the valley, taking in views of giant rocks overlooking us. Eventually, we settled into our campground. Day 2. Rise and climb. We got up early and hiked to see Vernal and Nevada Falls. Bring plenty of water and courage. We took the mist trail towards Vernal Falls. We walked through a rejuvenating mist from the fall. It felt like we could almost touch the water. Well, the water definitely touched us. We kept climbing, walked across a steel bridge, and looked down and saw a violent stream of water gushing through to feed the Vernal Falls. We looked above, and there was a 900-foot drop of Nevada Falls. We kept on climbing and got to the top of Nevada Falls, where we rested, ate, and took a cold plunge in a pool of water upstream of the fall. This was a risky move, but it felt right and our joints could use it. Eventually, we packed up and hiked our way back down to the campground. Day 3. Glacier Point. We wanted to get to the top of a mountain directly above our campground, facing south, to Glacier Point. We drove for an hour just to get to a similar area as our campground, but at a much higher elevation point. We drove away from the valley towards a tunnel viewpoint, back towards the exit of the valley, and we took Glacier Point Road all the way across the mountain ranges, and finally arrived at a viewpoint. From this viewpoint, we could see both Vernal and Nevada Falls that we had just climbed the day before. But this time it was from a completely different perspective. They looked tiny because we get a different context of surrounding mammoth of mountains and rock faces. To the left of the falls is a massive half-dome rock. Farther left of the valley, we could see both upper and lower Yosemite Falls. If you visit Yosemite, come to Glacier Point to catch a sunset. Trust me. We then drove back to the campground.
I like you.
Day 4. Be in the valley. Spend a day in the valley by renting bikes or rafting down the Merced River. I highly recommend having a day to do this because the Yosemite landmarks are mesmerizing, especially from many different viewpoints. We chose to bike in the valley, we skipped rocks in the river, saw deers, and stopped by some boulders behind Curry Village for some rock climbing. Day 5. Depart the park. We packed up our camp, drove through the valley, and finally said our final goodbye to the spirit of Yosemite. If you want to take your virtual tour of Yosemite or any other place, go to earth.google.com, click on the search icon, type in a place, roam around, and get wild.